Alright, so I decided not to wait for the starter to come in. I'm just going to bypass not having a starter. There's other ways to start scooters, even without a kickstart. There's other ways to start scooters. Just make sure you have a decently powerful drill to do this. I'm going to teach you guys how to bypass a starter. If you just want to get something running, or your starter fails and you're waiting for it to come in, your kickstart's broken, you can easily do this with any scooter. You just go ahead and, because your stator, basically your stator creates power for the scooter once it's running, so you can actually pull your case off, and if you get a decently powerful drill, you can put it right on your variator here, and you can spin it just by holding this. I'm a pretty strong dude, so I would say you got to be pretty strong to keep your wrist from buckling doing this. You can see I have fairly large arms, so I'm a pretty large dude, but if you see, when I spin this with the drill, oops, let me do this first. Let's turn on the scooter so that we have power. So I do have a battery in here, but that's not going to make a difference. It's just not going to make a difference. So anyways, I'll put this on the variator, and I'm going to spin this, and I want you to watch the sparks. You'll see the sparks right there. You ready? So you can still create spark even without a starter, just by putting this on the variator and making sure you're spinning it counterclockwise. See what I'm saying? So yeah, and then you're still gonna have to hold your brake. So my suggestion would be get like a hair tie just to hold your brake so the safety switch is on. That way when you're cranking it like this, if you have to crank it like this, yeah, it'll start, because if you're not able to hold the safety switch, then it's not going to start. So you would just bring a hair tie, something to get it right past the safety switch so you can hear click, which is right there. Safety switch activates literally from that far to that far. Your scooter might vary a little bit, but not by much. So you just get a hair tie just to hold that, and then all you have to do is come down here with your drill and just go boom, and it'll start up, and then throw your drill underneath the seat and take off and go. So I mean, just food for thought, guys. So I'm going to see if I can get the scooter going. I finally freed up the throttle. The throttle was stuck. I finally got the throttle working now. You can see that is functioning properly, rolling on and off the throttle. Batteries in there, so literally all I'm waiting on is a starter, but I figure why wait to see if we can get it started. I have a pretty decently powerful drill. We'll just go at this. So I'm going to put the spark plug back in there. I just want to show you guys that it creates sparks so you can see that for yourself. So yeah, there you go. I'm going to put that back in there. And obviously, once you add compression to this, it's going to be much harder to turn, so you really need a strong wrist. Or you can grab it with two hands. Like I said, as long as you have the safety switch held and your scooter doesn't require you giving it any gas to start, then you should be fine. But in this case, the scooter has not started in a while. The gas that's in it is fresh. I'm going to go ahead and prime the tank. So I'm going to go ahead and get some starter fluid and spray that right into the air intake right here. And we're going to really give this thing some light up juice, because the fuel filter down there does not look like it has any fuel. So I'm going to get this running for a sec, which will, bam, create vacuum really fast and suck gas into the carburetor, and then we'll see if this carb needs to be taken off and cleaned. So one step at a time here. Let's see if we can get this thing running right now without a starter.